everybody. I'm Judy Sue. Thanks for joining us on this Monday morning. Let's begin with your first alert forecast from meteorologist Tracy Butler. It is a cold one.
It is. Yeah, we have quite a few things to talk about. Deal with here on the Illinois side this morning, but over in southwest Michigan, there you see on the eastern side of the lake, these lake effect snow bands are going to be quite a bit of trouble throughout the day today there. Right now, look at some of the numbers. We have some actual temperatures this morning that are below zero, 4 below in Elgin, 1 below right now in Villa Park. Sycamore, 2 below, 2 on the plus side Manhattan, 5 on the plus side over in Westville, Indiana. But you do factor in that wind in some areas where it has picked up. 17 below, that's your wind chill right now at O'Hare, 14 below over at Midway. Some spots the air is calm, so the temperature and the wind chills are exactly the same. But here's what I want you to know about. While we don't have any snow this morning, this afternoon, 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon, we're going to notice some snow picking up in the area, and I'll talk more about that coming up. Ross?
Well, even with figure, let's talk about it. We're starting with a crash inbound on the Dan Ryan Bridge. It's on the right shoulder, 2 cars just before the Stevenson. We also have a suburban crash at Carroll Stream at Gary Avenue and Fullerton. So we've got local police dealing with that. Now, this overnight construction, this is going to be going on all week, and we have been talking about it. Remember, I reminded you on Thursday and Friday about this. Inbound on the Stevenson, they've got everything narrowed down to 1 lane starting at King Drive all the way to Lakeshore Drive, and then the ramp to northbound Lakeshore Drive is closed. This will be closed until 5 o'clock. We've got other closures in place. We'll talk all about it, sort out the details for you in our next report. Terrell.
And Roz, with the latest on this winter blast, Eyewitness News reporter Diane is braving the elements from the Jefferson Park CTA stop. Diane.
And good morning to you, Terrell. It's the kind of cold, the only way I could describe it, it's the kind of cold that hurts. When you step outside, it slaps you right in the face, and it actually is painful. Where we're standing right now, the actual temperature is 1 degree above zero. You factor in that wind chill, as Tracy talked about, which means what it really feels like on your skin. And where we're standing in Jefferson Park, 18 below zero.
If there's anything, I'm done. I'm prepared.
In the meantime, I'm crying because it's so cold. Seriously, it's the kind of cold that makes you cry whether you like it or not. So one of the things that Andrea swears by, which I actually agree with her, that does help. See, the problem is when your fingers and toes get cold, then it's all over. So you really have to keep your extremities warm. Toe warmers, hand warmers and toe warmers. Put them in your shoes, stick them on your socks, and they actually really help, especially if you take public transportation and you're having to wait for the train, having to wait for the bus, and there's some time in there in between where you just have to stand outside and wait. Sometimes there isn't a tunnel or someplace to get warm when you have to wait outside. So definitely add on some extra layers this morning. You will need them. Reporting live in Jefferson Park, Diane, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Very good reminders. Okay, Diane, the same day he released his new album, Black Stars. And you this morning, charges are now filed against 3 men accused of breaking into a Lakeview home and brutally beating the homeowner.
He's being held on $1 million bond.
The family of a missing South Suburban woman is reaching out to the public in hopes of finding her. 31
right here on ABC 7.
President Obama's chief of staff says the White House still supports Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel.
Nobody sent anything.
$2.
Right.
Okay. I don't know.
Our lottery commissioner here would let us know,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yes, better. Yeah, Tom.
Yeah.
All right, let's check the weather for you right now. It is a cold morning out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, layer up, that's for sure. And we do have some snow in our forecast picture here for today. So let's address the here and now. Hoping here during the afternoon and evening rush. And blowing and drifting snow expected here tonight. So that could be problematic, too. Let's talk about the cold. Current wind chills around the area, 17 below at O'Hare, 14 below at Midway. Of course, these will fluctuate throughout the morning and change as the temperatures and the wind speeds change, too. Some spots the air is calm, and therefore, yeah, we don't have temperatures, and we have wind chills and temperatures the exact same, I should say. As we do take a look at the future radar, and you can notice that we do have a lot of cloud cover around the area here throughout the day, and then into this afternoon, we are going to notice that snow starting to pick up during the afternoon and evening rush. And right now, as we take a look at 4 different computer models, suggesting mostly anywhere between about 1 and 2 inches of accumulation coming our way primarily late afternoon and during the evening hours today. But our skies are clear right now, as you can see, so we don't have any snow worries coinciding with our morning commute. Our low so far this morning at O'Hare has been 0, but you can see the record low for today, 11 below. Right now, the active weather real feel is 17 below. It is 4 below in Woodstock, 1 below right now in Elmhurst. It is 1 below in Batavia and 2 below. These are the actual temperatures right now around the area. As we take a look at the temperatures forecast here through the afternoon today, you can see those numbers by noontime are in the mid-teens, and we should see high temperatures later this afternoon around 20 degrees. So right now, we're watching a disturbance that's going to be coming our way that will eventually be bringing us some snow later on here during the afternoon hours. So unfortunately, afternoon and evening commute looks like that timing with snow developing in the area. Not so great. Temperatures this afternoon headed for the upper teens. I think we're looking at 1, maybe a couple of spots could get up to 3 inches of snow. Then tomorrow, another frigid day. Look at tomorrow's high temperatures, low to mid-teens. I think Wednesday, we're still looking very cold around here. And so far, many models in disagreement about the potential for some snow here later on Friday night and into Saturday. And we'll continue to monitor that. Ross?
Well, we'll monitor public transportation. May want to opt for Metro. We don't have any delays on Metro, CTA, or PACE reported right now, and that may be the way to go, especially in light of the fact that we could have that snow right in the middle of the rush hour this afternoon. But no problems to report now. Everything nice and clear on the expressways, except for that one spot of overnight road work. Before we get to the travel times, I want to take a look at a couple of maps to show you where these close.
Now, from Chicago, you're watching Judy Sue, Terrell Brown, weather with meteorologist Tracy Butler, and Roz Varen's traffic. ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 4:30 continues.
Welcome back, everybody. Good morning to you. The extradition process is now underway to bring Joaquin El Chapo Guzman to America to face drug trafficking charges, possibly right here in Chicago. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has more. A big pickup in the race for the White House. Planned Parenthood has endorsed Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton. This is the organization's first endorsement in a primary in its 100-year history. Planned Parenthood's president says it wants to remind voters about what she calls the extreme views from GOP candidates. Republicans have been trying to cut federal funds for Planned Parenthood because it performs abortion.
This morning, far, only 3 minor injuries have been reported.
Award season is off and running with the 73rd annual Golden Globe.
Weather and traffic now. Let's get on over to Tracy.
Well, I think we have enough snow to make a teeny tiny little octopus, but that's about it. This morning, we don't have any snow falling. We have clear skies, and that has really opened the door for those temperatures to plummet. But on the other side of the lake, yes, looks like these lake effect streamers are just going to continue throughout much of the day there. Now, as we take a look at the temperatures, it is 0 right now at the lakefront, Lincolnshire, Gary. It is currently 2 at Midway, but 2 below 0 right now out in Batavia. And you factor in that wind, and we have many wind chills that are anywhere between about 10 and 17 below 0, as you can see. Now, later on today, snow is going to move in, most likely during the afternoon and evening rush. Ross?
Well, we've got trains are standing at Southport because of a train with mechanical problems, so we'll let you know when they're on the move. Things are moving along pretty well on the expressways, tollways. No reports of any incidents or problems. We still have that one crash in Carroll Stream. They're wrapping things up at the intersection of Gary Avenue and Fullerton. Minor crash at that location. And we can see all of our tower cameras. We'll look at the this on in. Judy and Terrell.
It is 4:49 and coming up at Blackhawks to lift the lamp. Plenty of time. Pilot.
This one in from Gwendolyn Polk Willis. She says, good morning, Tracy, Roz, and the entire morning crew. I enjoy your show every morning.
Thanks for sending that in. Good morning to you. And you can send in your selfie while you're watching our show here this morning. Just post it to any of our Facebook pages using the hashtag ABC7Chicago.
Good morning. I'm Dionne Miller. The Blackhawks have scored at least 3 goals in each game of their season-best win streak that now stands 7:30 p.m. over on ESPN, while the Bulls expect to get Joakim Noah back in the rotation as they host Washington to tip off 4 games in the next 5 nights. That's a look at sports. I'm Dionne Miller. Have a magical Monday.
It is 4:54 and just ahead in our 5 o'clock hour this morning, losing a legend. Tributes across the country for David.
News at 5 starts right now.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Back at it on a Monday. I'm Terrell Brown.
Yeah, it is Monday morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm Judy Sue. Thank you for joining us. Dangerous cold out there this morning. Let's get the first alert.
This morning, but it is certainly the coldest morning of our season so far. Skies are clear around the area. On the eastern side of Lake Michigan, lake affects those streamers that continue over that way. 5 below the temperature out in Gilbert's now. Elmhurst, good morning, 1 below. Oak Park at 2, 0 right now in Gary. And we have wind chills this morning that are well below 0, as you can see. So prepare for that. We have snow in our forecast picture for later today. We'll talk about that coming up. Ross?
Problems out there. We had that construction during the overnight hours right around the Stevenson Lakeshore Drive interchange, scheduled to be picked up right now. We're not seeing any delays, so hopefully they're on time with that. And we've got a city crash on the northwest side. This is at Armitage and Humboldt, so Chicago police are dealing with that. Public transportation, no problems for Metro. However, we do have some significant delays on the CTA Brown line because they've got a train with mechanical problems that is stuck at Southport, so nothing is getting through. No problems for Pace, and we'll check traffic again in less than 10 minutes. Judy.
Thank you, Roz. There is no avoiding the extreme cold if you have to get to work or school today. Eyewitness News reporter Diane is out there live in the cold at Jefferson Park CTA station. Hey, Diane.
You said it. There really is no escaping this cold because I don't care if you have to step out and just walk to your car, and that's 3 steps, or you have to stand out for a bus or a train, or maybe the kids are waiting for the school bus. It is cold, and we cannot avoid it. It is the type of cold that actually hurts your skin once it hits you. I'm telling you what, grab as many layers as you have and put them on and walk out the door today because
Lock. Get organized Wednesday with Lock and Lock. Then get your work